Good morning and welcome to possibly the nicest weather and view I've ever had at the start of a hike. Honestly, look at this. It's literally incredible. Today we are bagging 2 munros. Kind of 3 actually, but apparently one of them doesn't count as a munro because it's too close to one of the others. But it is like 966 meters, I think. What a day for it. It's starting off pretty steep already. So today we are climbing Stob and Loch Lomond, Stob, Binnean and Ben More. 13.3 kilometers, estimated time 7 hours 57. Hopefully we'll do it in less than that. I set off at about 8:10, so an early-ish start. The route to get here is down a very narrow single track lane with not that many passing places. There's a permit spot along the loch down there, Loch Royal, and loads of the cars and camper vans are all parked in the passing places, which is not great. Luckily, because I'm here early, I didn't pass many people on the way, but I have a feeling it'll be a different story on the way back. All right, let's get on with it. As soon as you set off, you're straight onto the ascent, and it's very steep. It's like this, so kind of grassy, bit rocky, kind of steps, but not like Ben Nevis kind of steps. It's absolutely boiling right now. In some ways, I kind of hope that the cloud starts to roll in above mountain height. They've literally done 900 meters. And I'm already dripping with sweat. The sun has gone out though a little bit, thank goodness. You can see the elevation map, how steep it is. Oh, especially this first bit, to be fair. I'm gonna have breakfast at this point. It's about 300 meters time when it starts to level out a little bit. But yeah, we've got 3 peaks, repeating one of them because it's out and back the same way. Apparently you can miss the second peak on the way back, but you have to go off trail. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Imagine living up a munro like this guy. I wonder how many... Oh, all right, chassis. I wonder how many times they've climbed it. You might be able to tell how red and sweaty I am, but we finally opened up into a somewhat flat section. I think at this point I cross this make-do sty. And straight up the hill again, or mountain should I say. When did I start calling mountains hills? I reckon this is as good a place as any to stop for a little something to eat. Breakfast, I have got a birchen muesli pot. This is actually a replica of the Pret birchen muesli. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to spend like £5 on some oats and yogurt. So found a recipe online and I make my own. This is it. It's got oat, Greek yogurt, flaked almonds, raisins, what else? Oh, and grated apple. Nice breakfast boy. Not gonna lie, so far this is quite hard. I chose this route because I thought it was going to be less steep. It makes me think, if this is this steep, what the heck is it like on the other side? Because that's even steeper.
While Sophie of the past is having her breakfast, I'm just going to jump on here and give a little overview of the actual hike that I did. I drove in from around King's House, off here, and then through Bolwidder, not sure how if that's how you pronounce it. You then drive alongside the loch. This is where there's loads of permit zones and you get a lot of camper vans parked in the passing places. You make your way to a car park, which is literally right here. And then this is the route. So going into 3D mode, this is pretty cool. You can see here exactly how long my route was, going all the way up here and then all the way back. I think most people start from the Benmore car park, which I assume is somewhere here. And then you can see the trail that goes right up the mountain here. up here, and then you would normally go down here, up Stob Binnean, back down. Then you can see the trail that actually comes back down and round the more traditional way. I, however, started all the way over here. I think the point where I stopped to have breakfast was somewhere around this bit. So that's where I am right now. And then had all of this to come. You can see it's more gradual though. And then there's a big drop in between Stob Binnean and Ben More, which I guess you can see more from this angle. Ooh, you can see all the other mountains. That's cool. And then up Ben More and then down. So yeah, also fun little fact. I think that's Ben Vorlich. And oh my goodness me, I just zoomed right into that. Ben Vorlich. Okay, you're not here for this, but this is a very fun feature of all trails. I've now lost my hike. There we go. So yeah, Ben More is pretty big. Should have lightened up a bit of weight at least. Let's get cracking. Doesn't take long for it to cool down as soon as you stop moving. I'm feeling a little chilly, but I know I'm gonna heat up so quickly. Now that I've come over this ridge, you can see Loch Lomond down there. That's near Bulwidder. I've stayed in an Airbnb there before actually, before my parents moved up here. It was a bit of a mouldy Airbnb. We ended up getting some money back because we couldn't sleep in one of the rooms. They painted over the mould and then they took it off Airbnb shortly after that for renovations. To be honest, I think we should have got it for free. Not sure how much of this view we'll see again. So, last little shot, Loch Lomond, some cool bits, and where I'm heading. I climbed a Munro yesterday as well, Ben Chonsey. It's fair to say I'm a little achy as it is, and I chose maybe one of the hardest ones to do. Oh well, gotta push yourself. It's always worth the reward, usually. So not always. Most of the time it's worth the reward. So this is actually a core bit called Stob Invercarnig, I think, but I'm heading up here. So I think I might do it on the way back if I can. I'm just gonna aim to get to the top first. If I'm feeling good, then I'll carry on to Ben More. If I'm feeling really good, I'll do Stob Invercarnig. Pretty chilled out right now. Just a bit of nice flat grass. I have my trekking poles today, and I'm very glad that I do. I think you really need them on this one, especially when I get to the descent. Got ourselves a little lock-in almost. We could avoid it though. Wow, nice. They are munros, I believe. There and there. I'll find out what they're called when I'm at the top, because I'll probably be able to see them from there as well. But yeah, a little bit boggy around here. So peaceful though. There's like pretty much no wind, and I'm planning on cooking at the top. If I can find myself a quiet enough spot that's not too windy and cold, I'm gonna make myself some pesto pasta. Homemade pesto as well. That was pre-made. I just checked the map, and this is in fact a false summit, which in some ways I don't know if I prefer not knowing that it's a false summit. We're only about halfway to the summit distance wise. It's quite boggy here, but it's not the kind of bog that you sink into. It's just a bit squelchy. I think it's probably not too bad because I don't think it's a super busy route. Wow, here's a cool one. I'm enjoying it so far. So I think you can just about see from here. The path comes up from here and then works its way along here, up this bit. And then we're almost up to the first full summit. I can see a cairn at the top of this one. I don't even think that's a summit of any kind. But now our view, just catch my breath a bit, but the view has really opened up now. It's not too steep from now on, which is lovely to see. That straight ahead is, oh, I actually need to check which one I'm climbing. Stob Binnean, that's the big one. Binnean. I'm just gonna enjoy these views now.
another nice flat bit here. I can't see the guy ahead, so now it feels like I'm on my own on the mountain, which is cool. I wonder if the other direction is busier, going up from, I think it's the A82, like the official Benmore car park. Oh, didn't even notice that little guy down there. Yeah, I thought this would be quieter and more gradual. Quieter, correct, more gradual. Well, now it is. Wasn't to start with. Now, I am really enjoying this though. This feels like I'm literally just on a normal walk, almost 1,000 meters high. Just gonna grab some water. Been going for 2 hours 16 and we've done 3.85 kilometers, and now doing the final approach to Stob, and Loch Lomond. Getting pretty close, and then we're on to the first peak. I'm probably gonna have coffee at the first one. Currently 10:30, so we're making pretty good time. I'm halfway distance wise to Benmore, and I've done a lot of the elevation. I'm currently about 950 meters. The Munro I did yesterday, Ben Chauncey, was 966, so quite impressed with myself that I've basically done that, plus carrying on and doing a lot more. I think that's Stob, Binnean, and we're just going up to the first one. Looks like a pretty steep drop. I think that's Loch Lomond. Yeah, which makes that Ben Vorlich, and that's Stob, and that Benich, or E. I don't know how to say any of these. And Loch Lomond, 1,065 meters. Oh, that's probably why it's called Loch Lomond. Because there's a little look at that shot. We're now on the final approach to Stob, Binnean. I really need to check how to pronounce these mountains before I go and climb them. It's a pretty cool one. Like, this approach looks really impressive. It's blocking Benmore at the moment. But yeah, I won't be halfway through this hike until I've done Benmore. Made it to the top, but so did a lot of other people coming from the other direction. So there's someone sat at the top now. You can see that's Benmore straight ahead. So it is actually quite a big down and then up here. Not done yet, long old way to go. Definitely the right decision, I think, going the other way. I can see quite a lot of people on Benmore already. It's 10 past 11. Yeah, it makes sense. If people left at 9, it probably would have taken a couple of hours to climb. So I'm gonna have some water and a coffee, and then get myself down and then up again. Definitely a big one. Took me like 3 hours to get up here. I literally can't believe how still it is. Now that it's empty, just going up to the top again quickly. Leaving my bag for a moment. This is the approach then from the Benmore direction. 1,165 meters. You can see from the direction I came from, down here, Literally nobody. Right, onwards and downwards. Pretty steep. And a lot further down than I expected it to be. After seeing just one man the whole way, going up the way that I came up, I've now seen about 4 or 5 groups of people, and I can see a lot more people on top of them more, which does mean I don't think that I'll be able to fly my drone, because I don't want to disturb a lot of people, because it is loud. Anyway, this downhill is actually quite tricky because it's this kind of shingly path you can slip very easily on, so I'm trying to stick to the grassy bits going down. I might also have to have a little snack soon. I'm almost at the bottom now, in between the 2 mountains, and it's kind of an intimidating thing when you're in a valley between 2 mountains, and the only way you can go is up, either back up the one I've come, or up Ben More, and then down, and then back up the one I've come, down. I'm starting to realise that the people who did Ben More first and parked at Ben More car park are actually pretty smart, because there's a path that goes off the left here and it goes around the mountain, so you don't have to do a summit twice like I'm doing. Lots of people coming down this one as well. Making my way up Ben More now. I'm about a quarter up maybe. You can see kind of where I am relative to, oh my god, that's actually massive. Wow. It doesn't feel like it when you're climbing it or going down it. As soon as you look at them from a distance, they just look insane. Getting up to what now feels like the last approach. It's mad seeing Stob Binnean. That path looks scary like this, but when you're on it, it's fine. Same with this one. When I saw it from Stob Binnean, I thought it was pretty intimidating and scary and steep and windy, but you just plod on, keep going, and you don't even notice the elevation you're racking up. View's just starting to open up on my left as I take the final approach up to Ben More. Yeah, looks like we're scrambling up this bit. See you at the top, I guess. It wasn't actually a scramble really. I just had to go round to the right. And it takes me up here. It's not that obvious where the path actually goes. That's the scrambly bit just there, I think. Alright, I'm now facing towards the north. The mountains straight ahead, I think, are the Lawers, Lawers. Well, maybe not actually. The one straight ahead there. There's a lot of munros all over there. Then you've got over there. Yeah, that's Loch Lomond over there. Ben Vorlik, that one. Stuck a croin there. And then not as many munros to the south. Honestly, how still is it right now? That was pretty tough, but pretty cool. I'm gonna make my way down now, back up Stob Binnean, and then make some lunch. I'm gonna have a little milk chocolate caramel wafer bar, which is basically a Trossachs bar, except we buy the Tesco or Aldi equivalent. This is my view coming down. Heading back over there. It's a long way to go. However, I am now past the halfway point, distance-wise and elevation-wise. Pretty still here. The only thing is there are quite a few people coming up and down all the time, so I really don't get much opportunity to get my drone out. I think it's fairly slippy downhill and steep, and then a very steep uphill. It is quite a bit of extra time coming up here, but definitely worth it. I can't properly relax when I know that I have to go up another mountain again. I'm gonna just chill out for a bit at the top of the mountain because I've got no rush to go home. I've got a lot of food with me, so yeah, just gonna chill out for a bit. I've now been going for over 4.5 hours. It's almost 1 p.m. Looks like a skinnier version of Boris Johnson trail running down the mountain. I'm pretty sure he was coming down when I was going up, and then when I started going down he was going up, and now when I'm still going down he's going down again. So I think he might just be doing reps of the mountain. What's he done? He's gone down, up and down. Down, up and down. So he's definitely done it twice. It's not as bad as I thought actually coming down this bit. I thought it would be more slippy, but you can actually stick to the grass quite easily, and it feels a bit quieter now. The sun has also come out, which means I have sun cream on my face, but I'm pretty sure I sweated it all off, and I don't have any on my arms, so realistically I'm probably going to get burnt. And the forecast was just cloudy today. And it's literally lovely weather. Literally can't believe that view of that mountain. But also, oh my god, I have to climb that. That is absolutely massive. That is a pretty big guy. Toughing out for the second time. I did it twice. Wow. And that's the way that I'm gonna go back along this path. So it's pretty steep, this whole first bit back, and then it really levels off, and that's where it's very, very nice. I can see 2 people walking down there now, just ahead of me. Also, there's loads of bugs here right now. I'm hoping there'll be a bit of a breeze actually, because when I cook, I'd like to have something to blow all the bugs away. I'm pretty hungry now, but I could definitely do with something to eat. It's about, what's the time? 1:51. So I'm long overdue for some lunch. Very hard to see, but I think it's this. This looks like a path. It looks like a path that goes around the side of the mountain. And I did see a review, and someone had said that they went round the side of Stob Binnean to avoid climbing it twice. Unlike me, I just climbed it twice. But I wonder where that actually joins up then. I wouldn't want to risk doing that and then potentially ending up in a position where I couldn't go any further and you have to go back and climb back up the mountain. It's fine. It's nice doing it twice. It was quieter the second time I did it anyway. There's a lot of flies around now though. I'm not a fan of that. There's some people coming up now, it looks like. Found somewhere to have lunch. It's not super windy right now, which makes it a bit more buggy. Alright, so I've got a pot of pesto which has kind of leaked. Then I've got mushrooms, tomatoes and spinach in here. Water. Right, first things first, I'm going to get some water boiling. Okay, somewhere relatively flat. Ooh, that's going to be annoying. We're in a breeze again, so the Soto Windmaster is really being put to the test again. Alright. Oh man, the oil has leaked. Absolutely no problem turning that on. That's already starting to boil. Chopped my veg, I'm just going to put it straight in this thing. Set a timer on that. I can't believe how quickly that boiled. So I've got prepared veg in here, tomatoes, mushrooms and spinach. I've got some oil to cook that with, some pesto which has leaked, and then my pasta is just cooking now. And this is the view that I have. Pretty incredible. I've chopped 2 tomatoes. Second time that happened. Why do I not land? This is very rough chopping. My knife away.
Oh, I think I accidentally turned it off. Okay, frying that up nicely. This pan is kind of rubbish. It's doing the job for now. I can feel a lot of heat coming towards my hand. I've just put myself in front of the wind. Adding the pesto now, which is again very oily. Oh my god, that smells amazing. That's how it's looking now. I'm going to turn the heat off now. This is the fanciest lunch I've ever had up a mountain. And now for the finishing touch. Got myself a little bit of parmesan. Okay, that didn't spread so well, but I've got it in there. Wow, oh my god, I'm so excited about this. I've genuinely outdone myself. Pesto pasta with tomatoes, mushrooms and spinach and parmesan with a view. I'm going to enjoy this now. That was absolutely delicious. I've never been so well fed on top of a mountain before. Time to... Ooh, perfect fit. Time to get packed up and head back down now. I've still got a heck of a long way to go. This is a big old climb. Big hike today. Got this incredible view on my way back. Literally got 360-degree views from here. Out to the right, out to the left, and behind again. Trying to be a bit of a speedy Gonzali down this one because I've literally been ages. This hike has taken me so long. I'm gonna run a little bit, but I kind of need a wee, so the running is not helping that whole situation. This straight flat now feels like it's going on forever on the way back. It was lovely on the way because I needed a break from the ascent, but now, I mean, actually I'm still enjoying the view. Still a great view,
I'm kind of ready to get home really. Back at this interesting one that's not really a peak of anything. Oh, and then it's all downhill from here. That was the last little uphill. Just coming along the last kind of semi-flat bit, so I thought now would probably be as good a time as any to do a quick debrief whilst I enjoy the view, and you have a nice view-ish. Yeah, nice view behind me. So rating, I would give that probably 8. I was gonna go 7 then. I think maybe 8. I'm not feeling fresh right now. I'm kind of feeling shattered and very worn out, like I really need a rest. So I feel like my negativity is bringing me to a 7, but actually if I think about it later, I would probably say an 8. Challenging, it was definitely a challenging hike. 2 munros, technically 3 if you count that first one. They are pretty cool ones, and the views from them were amazing. The weather, I literally can't believe the weather I've had for this. It literally couldn't have been better. It said it was going to be cloudy all day and between I think 10 and 17 degrees. I would say it's been definitely the higher end of that, and sunny the whole day. Ability wise, I would say this is challenging for sure. I think I've said that already. I think it's just the amount of climbing you have to do is not necessarily suitable for beginners. And if you, obviously I came from the south, which was a longer route. If you come from the north, then you go up Benmore first. You then don't have to climb an additional peak, because the path that goes to Benmore goes up Benmore, down Benmore, up Stob Binnean. Ooh, bit of a trip. Then down Stob Binnean and round Benmore, so you don't have to climb it twice. But I think that killed me, doing Stob Binnean twice. Yeah, but anyway, one of the best hikes I've ever done, despite being shattered now. Literally amazing. And the whole way, I mean, look at that. Look at these views. Yeah, in terms of views, I feel like I say this every hike, but they just get better and better every hike I do. And then in terms of what time to leave, I started at just gone 8, and I think that was good in terms of beating the heat. Although obviously I'm out now and it's what time? 3:41. Oh my gosh, I've never done such a long hike. Yeah, started at 8, and to be honest, I didn't need to leave that early. On this route, it was only me and one other guy the whole way up, so yeah, didn't really need to go early to have the quiet, but it was nice to have it, and it was really fresh in the morning. So yeah, just coming down this last bit now, down to the car, and then I've got to drive along that single track road, which is literally about 5 miles or more long. Yeah, hopefully this was a nice one to watch. It was a very nice one to do, and I would highly recommend. You just need, if you're going at my pace, you just need a whole day for it.